People with the higher awareness about the, let's say, the components of the ESG, like environmental, social. Governance is less maybe attractive, like in terms of like partners, maybe clients and so on. But for sure, environment and the social is going to be something which will be very much interested.
At the end of the day, the trust is really important.
Yes, really important. And this is like on all levels, because we are talking about the trust, let's say, within the company. So about all the stakeholders. So we are talking about like with our employees, our management, our managers, and their, let's say, employees, their teams. There need to be trust there. And of course, we've got like a whole constellation of the stakeholders outside of the company, like clients, partners, brokers, supervision authorities, and so on. There need to be trust as well. And this is, yes, I think that this is like a really good, I would say, observation that the trust should be like a main motor.
Bine v-am găsit într-o nouă ediție cu toată încrederea alături de noi. Astăzi, Michal Leja, membru board și CFO al OMNIASIG, discutăm despre cât de important este strategia Vinci, cât de important este rolul unei strategii în ESG pentru dezvoltarea sustenabilă a companiei, dar totodată și cât de important este rolul unui CFO pentru o companie. Vă invit într-o discuție cu toată încrederea în minutele ce urmează. It's a new experience talking about insurance, and I'm happy that I can contribute with you guys to share the information and to make people cautious about the importance of being insured in each and every domain. Either we talk about business, we talk about cars, we talk about properties, non-properties, and so on. So I guess this is a shifting point, very important for us. So it's a pleasure to have this chat with you and your colleagues also.
No, it's really nice because it's like always like a good opportunity to talk and especially like spread this this like a discussion to the others, and hopefully somebody will like, I don't know, reflect on this.
It's like how we do this podcast right now, and we are sharing information.
Yeah, I think that the main struggle is to, kind of promote and try to attract more clients. Yeah, every time we have the opportunity, and of course, from like a framework perspective, I think that the ESG topic for sure is going to be something which will speed up a little bit in the near future to happen. And this is going to be like for sure something which will give us like a kind of a mark on the let's say business itself, not only in the, of course, not only in the insurance industry, but all over the industry, all over the world. Yeah.
We are talking about the ESG. How do you see this very important component of the business in having such an impact also in the business and sustainability of the company?
Yeah, I think this is going to be like something which is going to be like necessity for the future. So this is going to be like our new, let's say, kind of a perspective all over the market, because people with the higher awareness about the, let's say, the components of the ESG, like environmental, social. Governance is less maybe attractive, like in terms of like partners, maybe clients and so on. But for sure, environment and the social is going to be something which will be very much interesting for the people. So this is going to be something which people will learn how to judge companies by the ESG perspective, and they will also judge how, let's say, with whom they would like to cooperate as a partners, as clients, and so on, because this is going to give them kind of a feeling if actually the company is like promoting the same values as they are believing in it.
How does ESG can sustain the entire financial industry through the insurance market?
I think that we as an insurance industry can be like a contributor who is affecting the partners, like our clients. If we have like especially like some corporate clients, our, let's say, assessment of their standing in terms of the ESG can push them to also like improve in this area. So this is going to be like, I think that the ESG itself is like a big ecosystem which need to be working on each single level. Yeah, so it is not only going to be situation that, for example, we as the insurance companies need to feel that we are like going in the right direction with like environment, social things, but also how we are pushing our clients and bringing awareness of this, let's say, kind of values also to them, and kind of a help also those clients to understand it better and maybe improve their situation. They're actually, I don't know, standing to be also better in this respect. Yeah. So we gonna have like some, I would say, leverage, because of course, like in the future, it might be situation that those, let's say, partners who are not like some kind of a respecting the standards, high standards of the ESG, will not be having the same accessibility to, I don't know, to financing from the bank perspective or like insurance, as those who will be like having high ESG standards. So we will gonna be like, I think, one of the, I would say, influencer in this respect, and then trying to, push the other side.
Will make the difference between two companies, one using and having a lot of processes through ESG strategy, and another company that doesn't have such a lot of a big strategy regarding ESG. We'll feel that difference in an economical overview.
Should be, I think that it's too early, to judge, because ESG as a concept is already like discussed, it's already present, but it was not, set up and established on the market. Like so we are like still like gonna feel and see how actually the partners will react, how the market, and also how the recipients of the information about the ESG will, absorb this information. So of course how the clients will look at the companies. This is going to be very much important. It should be more and more present. People will get used to the ESG topic, and most probably they will be like also, I would say, seeing all the companies which they are like cooperating from perspective of the ESG as well.
Let's have a short overview about Romania and the economical environment, and how do you see it through the insurance market?
I think that as I would say, like in many countries in the CE region, because I'm coming from Poland, we have the same struggles. So the main struggle is how to achieve like a penetration of the market in terms of like promoting the insurance products and how to promote, I would say, the qualities and the benefits which comes from the insurance products to the customers, and I think this is the main let's say things which every country, especially in the CE, is like kind of trying to work on, because I think that as much as on the, let's say, on the western side of the Europe, maybe this awareness is much higher, but on the eastern side, there is still like a room to make a huge improvement. I think that, of course, from the historical perspective, this is like a matter of course, like looking at the economical, influence, because for many people who are not aware or were not like facing any kind of issues with the, I would say, some claims in the past, they are not feeling the benefits which are coming from the insurance products. And this is like something which need to be spoken by the, let's say, insurance industry, but not all. This should be like a part of some broader financial education within the countries, because we are not talking about only in the insurance. We are talking about the being aware how the banks are working, how the other, let's say, financial institutions are working, about the pensions and so on, because people are not aware. And then, to be fair, this is a part which is lacking in the education path which we are seeing right now.
And I guess we are on the right path as the things are showing up nowadays, although we had those struggles and problems. Regarding the new strategy, Vinci, it's a strong strategy with a lot of components. also that component ESG that we are talking about. How do you see, and what are the main objectives for you as a CFO regarding the strategy Vinci?
I think that from my perspective, what is really good is that we are having a broad range of the initiatives which are clearly going to support the company, and we will let's say rearrange our processes to be more modern, faster, efficient, and so on. And this will also help our people to be to have easier life in terms of working and focusing on much more, I would say, important matters than some, I would say, problems daily, I would say, problems that they are facing. So we have a really let's say good initiatives. What from my perspective is important is to somehow be sure that we are focusing on the right things which are gonna benefit the company the most. Yeah, so this is for sure, and this is my, I would say, indirect view on that, and I'm looking at from this perspective. From the direct perspective, for me, from the financial one, I'm very much focused on the data and how we can use the data which we are collecting as a company for the benefit of being a better company, how to better assess the clients, how to better prepare the products for the clients. So this is my, I would say, main focus, to let's say to benefit, because as a company, as an insurance company, we are very much a data-driven company. Yeah, this is a little bit maybe weird, but as an insurance industry, we were always a data-driven company. Yeah, because we were always gathering a lot of information about the market, about the clients. But of course, the kind of a way of the usage of the data changed from, let's say, through the years. Yeah, and right now, I think that maybe due to the fact that the industry a little bit, insurance industry, stuck with old style way of dealing with the data. Right now, there is this big push to make a more digital way. Yeah, because usually it was working with some papers. And
also, it's much more easier for you working with the digital data.
Should be, because a lot of data need to be collected. A lot of data need to be assessed. So it's no point of spending a lot of time of bringing those data or making the first assessment of those. This could be done by some digital measures, and I think this should be a main goal, that we will, as a, let's say, industry, and the people, employees, will focus more on, let's say, more, I would say, core content of the insurance, that we will assess those data, to analyze those data, not to try to collect data, to adjust data, because this is a waste of time.
So the important thing is how you collect the quality of the data, and how you work with them, and how you understand them, and at the end of the day, how you translate them into a product sustainable for the market.
Yeah, you touch also one important topic is the quality. Yeah, and this is the quality of the data. Sometimes is a big issue. Because as a matter of fact, we are collecting a lot of data which might not be having, let's say, the best quality data. And this is also one of the focus which I'm having within the Vinci strategy, that we will try to bring more quality to the data, because the data itself is a backbone of our, let's say, operations.
How do you split all that amount of data? And how you have the quality ones, and how you look at the data and say, okay, this is not so quality and we cannot use them creating a product. How looks this process?
We've got because the issue is that we are having several types of the sources, of the data, and we as of now we will be working on making one source of the data for everybody, which will guarantee the quality. Right now, due to the fact that the data is delivered from different partners, different, let's say, sources, we might have a situation in which not all the requirements regarding the quality are respected. Yeah, and this is something which we will be working on. We also know that the reporting itself, like if we compare most probably like how the reporting, especially outside of the company, looked like, I don't know, some time ago, like a few years ago, it was much more limited than it is right now. Yeah, right now, due to the fact that companies are collecting a lot of data, there is also like eagerness of like authorities to verify those, because it should be like quite easy to collect those data and verify them also on the supervision, let's say, level. So, and this, let's say, process started already. Like we are reporting much more things than in the past. And while reporting those, we need to, guarantee that we are working with the good quality data, because those data are the ones which we should like base our decisions on. Yeah. So we cannot like assume that part of this is good, part of this is not good, but we need to work on the data which will be like really good quality. Yeah.
Quality of the data is much more important at the end of the
Yes. To be fair, this is my like personal feeling. If I do not trust the data, I would rather put them aside and work on those which I'm like believing they are right, because on the bad data I can make like a bad decisions. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, regarding if you work with the people, if you work with the data, the most important thing is have a trust, to create trust. Yep. Like it's the motto, and also the motto of this podcast, cu toată încrederea, with all the trust. At the end of the day, the trust is really important.
Yes, really important. And this is like on all levels, because we are talking about the trust, let's say, within the company. So about all the stakeholders. So we are talking about like with our employees, our management, our managers, and their, let's say, employees, their teams. There need to be trust there. Yeah, we of course we are part of the big capital group VIG, so there need to be also trust between our company and the group itself. And of course we've got like a whole constellation of the stakeholders outside of the company, like clients, partners, brokers, supervision authorities, and so on. There need to be trust as well. And this is, yes, I think that this is like a really good, I would say, observation that the trust should be like a main motor. Yeah, and I think this is also partially also kind of a problem to bring some more, I would say, penetration. I mean, more selling products on the market, because I think the main, I would say, issue is that some part of the clients are not having the trust in the process of the products that they are like.
When we came to OMNIASIG and also in Romania?
Yes, it was 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah.
What was your first feeling when you came?
No, for me, like the first feeling was great, like, because I like to explore like new, I would say, opportunities, and on the other hand, I met so many great people within the company, so I was really like finding my place quite fast. so the cooperation like instantly went well for me. So I have like a very, very smooth transition.
When you came as a CFO, you saw your role, which is a really important one for the business strategy. And how would you define it? The role of a CFO for a company and for creating a sustainable, strong business strategy.
I think that in many situations, like a role of the CFO is like to make kind of a partner for the discussion, to be like a kind of a, I would say, sometimes like a buffer, because in many situations we are discussing about the different, let's say, decision strategies, but it is, in order to make some decisions, we need to have like a full perspective. Yeah, and at least from my experience, full perspective is from, let's say, from beginning till the end. So we are like taking, of course, very much important business stuff, business part, which is like core of our organization, but we need to also reflect how these decisions would impact our financial standing and financial position. And this is something which need to be brought by the CFO. But of course, let's not forget that the CFO itself is like a let's say, supported heavily by the many teams, which are really doing great. Either we are talking about the financial or controlling, which is analyzing the data, or investment parts, or the insurance and so on. So I think that there is like a kind of a support. We are, of course, like a CFO part, I would say. We are like a little bit, let's say, from the business perspective, like we are a little bit like one step behind, but we shouldn't be forgotten. Yeah. So we and I'm trying always to be like a, let's say, integral part of any kind of let's say, discussion, decision that we are making, because everything in the end, gonna be judged by the numbers, and we need to be aware how this is gonna be like viewed.
Because it's a business that relies on numbers and predictability.
Yes, heavily. Yeah. So this is, I think, like if you will see like some other industries, and this is also like a discussion which happened like in the recent years, that everybody's like saying that the role of the CFO changed. Like that they are more present in the business discussion and so on. And maybe this is true for some other businesses. But for example, for the insurance, it's not so much, because let's say, financial part was always present. Because we do not have like a kind of everything which is like kind of a, I would say, part of the operations of the, either it is sales, claims, and so on. Everything after that is reflected in the numbers. So we need to bring it back, like, together to assess those figures, to analyze and make some decisions. So the financial part were always present within the insurance industry. So of course, maybe for some other industries it is changing, but for the, I think for the insurance business, it's only strengthened in the recent years. For
so
sure.
The role should be only like this.
Yes, I think that there is no other, I would say, way that we cannot like neglect, the part which is like financial ones, which is like, because let's say the financial part is like only the reflection of whatever is happening within the operation. Yeah. So in many situations, this could be the only, I would say, KPI, which is like, kind of judging whether we are doing well or not. Yeah. So yes, this need to be part, and we should be as a let's call it like a financial side, should be always present and be also present at the table when all the discussions happening about the strategy.
When we came in 2019 in Romania and came into OMNIASIG Group, what was your expectations? Because 1 year later we had a pandemic, then we had inflation, then we have the war and so on. What was your expectations in 2019, and how do you see the changes now in 2023?
I think that, my expectations, I think I didn't have. So at the beginning, maybe I just wanted to let's say, see how the company is doing. Yeah. So for sure, let's say the company was let's say, making huge effort to improve in the even like in the recent years before I came. Like so there was like already like step forward. When I came, like I was like hoping that I will help to, kind of help to even more, I would say, improve, develop, let's say, the company, and I think that then, of course, that the COVID and the whole pandemic period was a huge test for everybody. Like, and I think that from our, let's say, company perspective, the test on our side was passed really great. So people really make a great effort to sustain the business, to make the business as good as possible under these circumstances. And I think this is also like visible that this path which we took and the decision that we make is also visible as a financial positive outcome in the current year. Yeah. So I think that this is only showing that we are going in the right direction. Of course, at the same time, we cannot be sure that this is going to be the same situation forever. Yeah. So we need to, let's say, monitor our situation, monitor the situation of the market, the economy, and so on, and then adapt as much as we can to actually to sustain the level that we are like, because we are hoping that the company will still develop.
Looking back at the year 2022 and this year 2023, can we expect that in 2024 should have a bigger growth of the market?
I think this, yes. The bigger, I don't think that this is going to be like bigger growth in terms of like percentages and so on. I think that we will still see the growth of the market, because this is sure. I think that we, due to like bringing the awareness of to the market, I think there's going to be like more and more clients coming and deciding to go. At the same time, very much, let's say, the insurance market in Romania is also like very much driven by some, let's call it one-off effects which are happening. So of course, like hoping that nothing will happen as some bankruptcies that in the past, I think market should develop in a positive way. So I think we are right now, I think the market is in a really good position. Yeah. So if there's not going to be any, I would say, harsh competition on the markets and maybe fighting with the prices, which is happening in some other countries right now, I think that we should, as a whole market, go, let's say, increase in terms of what, let's say, portfolio we are bringing.
Because from my perspective, looking at some numbers and how some situations are going right now and will go, I think we will see a much more healthier market.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, because I think that because we are coming back once again to this trust. Yeah. So if we have and we'll be having like a partners which kind of acting in the reasonable way, I think this is going to bring more, I would say, stability to the market and more trust also, because if potentially the clients are looking at the market and they are seeing that some of the players are going out due to bankruptcies, this is not bringing the trust here to the market. So I think that if we will see the stability, but of course this is like a process. Yeah. So for sure I would not expect that people will be like, looking at the market in much positive way instantly. But this is going to be like a process. The more stable will be the market for the upcoming years, the more people will be like, I would say, convinced that maybe it's a good time to also buy some products, insurance products.
Looking inside the company, the role of the people are extremely important right now. Although we have the technology in the back that are making the business much easier, and also it's like an interface between the company and the clients also through digital platforms and so on. How do you see the future of workforce and the importance of the teams inside the company? Yeah,
I think that we also touched this topic before, that insurance industry is like data driven companies, but those data actually always needs to be like viewed by the specialists, by the employees. So I think that the component of the let's say human resources will be present always, because also like depending on the processes and also like expectations of the clients, I think it's not going to be lost. I mean, like on the sales processes, I don't think that let's say part of the clients, of course, they will go fully digital and then they will forget about like going. But part of people will still gonna be like having face-to-face meetings and so on. The same with the claims. Yeah, some people, especially that we are like facing some, sometimes life-changing, events. So those people sometimes need a little bit more than the bot, which will like tell them some technical stuff what to do. They need somehow, some kind of also like a human touch, let's call it. And I think at the same time, the decision making within the company about like some specialist experience, like underwriting or reinsurance and so on, and financial as well, need to have like so this could be those are the areas which can be heavily supported by the let's say IT solutions, but the experts, the specialists which are working in those fields are for sure needed. Yeah, so I think that there's going to be like some changed. I think there's going to be like some optimization, but in the near future, I would expect that by the new digital solutions, we will improve, let's say, internal processes and the processes which are done also with the, let's say, clients, partners. So our life as a company, as our employees, should be much better. So because we will not be like struggling with some, I don't know, some activities which are like very much laborsome and they need to spend a lot of time of doing some things. This, let's say, very much repetitive activities should be replaced by the digital, but still, let's say, the people are needed to handle the decision making, the analysis of the data, the clients, and so on.
Looking up forward, how do you create a better, faster, stronger trust? Through digital or through people?
Most probably it would be depending on the process itself. Yeah, because if we are like, for example, like talking, I can imagine like we are talking about some reportings, for example, which are done, I don't know, for authorities, or for example, like, or some periodical reports within the company. If we guarantee that the digital flow is without any errors, and we build all the control environment, the trust will be there.
In Romania, I don't know how it's in Poland, and maybe you will help us to understand a little bit about the market. In Romania, we are owners of the properties in 90-something%, but we have insurances in our homes regarding 20-something%. Why it's such a big difference, first of all, and the second, how are the things in Poland?
I think that in terms of like owning, I think this is the same trend as in Romania. Yeah, so the majority of the people tend to have their own
house,
own houses, own flats. So this is the same. I think that let's say maybe the market in terms of the rentals are not so much developed as it is in Western countries. So this is something which is, let's say, a little bit growing and developing. I mean, in terms, because the people are, especially the youngest ones, they are not like wanting in many occasions to sit up in one place. They want to travel. So of course, like going and buying the house or the flat and taking like a loan for like 20-30 years, this is something which, this is going to be like an anchor for them to sit in one place. And they don't want to do it. So there's gonna be like some shift. It's gonna be like going slowly, and it's going slowly. But I think this is the tendency to be maybe less, to bring like less ownership. At the same time, I think I do not know the statistics. I think in Poland maybe a little bit more people are having, for example, like household policies. But this is still like I think there is still like a huge gap of like those who are owning the, and of course like one of the main drivers for them to having the policy is the credit. So of course if they are having like credits from the banks, they need to have the insurance. So this is like obvious, and of course if there is like more people, let's say, wanting to have the credit, the more policies will be on the market. But those, I would say, facultative ones, which are like purely based on decision of the people, this is something which I think it's still like a huge gap on the market. So we need to. What you also like said about this trust and how it is like different from the real estate market. The problem I think is that I cannot imagine right now. I'm thinking, but I don't think that we are having many products on the market which are somehow built in this way that you are not receiving anything instantly. Yeah, and this is like a problem. And to be fair, like from this perspective, for the insurance products, some people, based on the frequency of the claims, will not benefit at all in this way that they will not get the claim. So of course, and I see those voices everywhere, either it is like in Romania or in Poland, is that you are paying for some insurance like products, either it is like motor or non-motor or whatever, and you are paying this for many, 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 many years, and you are not receiving anything back. And this is like a problem, because if you are going to I don't know, buy house or car or whatever, you are receiving this instantly. You are having like So this is like a problem that there is a gap between what you are paying for and what you are receiving,
and when you are receiving.
Yeah. And then of course, like for many of those people, like it would be even better not to receive those benefits, because those claims are not like something which you would like to have, like in the end. But this is like a problem. I think this is some kind of a things which need to grow within the, let's say, society, that you are actually like paying for this for the peace in, let's say, some critical situations that can happen in the future. But if you will not let's say have any claims, you should be actually happy not to have it, like, because this is not I would say something that everybody would like to go through.
Yeah, insurance is like a pillow. It helps you sleep well. It's really important how you have the pillow. Also, it's really important how you have created your type of insurance. It helps you sleep well. At least when you do an investment and when you struggle to pay the credit to the bank and to own that house or that property or that business, whatever, it's a struggle to have this achievement. And at the end of the day, it's healthy for you to sleep well and to have that asset insured. Looking forward to the new generation, the Z generation, which they are consuming a lot of digital stuff, and we can suppose that they are delivering also for you a lot of datas in order to help you to create a strategy. Do you feel that the new generations are leaving a lot of datas behind in order to help you to create the new strategy products?
Potentially, for the future, it could be like a possible, to have it like, because in the end, also what is very much sometimes important is to have kind of an individual look at the clients, each single client, because not every, but let's say some of them are having different, I would say, expectation and the needs. So it is like important how to judge this. Of course, at the same time, because you're talking about the data, and this is something which is also like a kind of a, I would say, barrier at this moment, is that, and this is also connected with the trust, to be fair, that the discussion, for example, about let's say some insurance which are like based on pay as you drive or whatever, we are like talking like this. People are not trusting the process. So they are like saying, okay, I will allow you to have a data, but what's gonna be with the data? Most probably you will come back with some, I don't know, higher prices or something like this. So I think there is some kind of a barrier also from the client side, that they do not trust, and they sometimes don't want to share those data. So I think, but in the future it can change with the new generations, because looking at let's say on the whole market, we are sharing a lot of information every single day, every single hour, every single minute. So even if we are not aware, we are sharing those data somewhere. Yeah. So I think that especially in our industry, which is highly regulated industry, we are of course not able to not to be transparent. So at every single occasion, we need to clearly communicate with the clients what we are collecting, why we are collecting, and what we will do with the data. So this is like something which is kind of a necessity to do. But I think that the more, I would say, awareness of the clients and the people will come, and if they will, and especially if they will see what is the purpose of the collecting data and how it can affect,
to have transparency,
and how this will affect actually their products, which can be offered to them, I think there's gonna be like some understanding of taking this. But of course, this is like I would say process which is like a little bit also like in general, like how much you are allowing the digital, I would say, world and to enter into your life. Like so this is something which is of course changed like a lot in the recent years, but there is still a huge amount of the people.
I guess it's really good to learn to share data in a positive manner, to be able to understand that sharing data can be healthy for you, can be healthy also for the company and for the entire environment. To be cautious, and also it's really important nowadays when we have a lot of cyber attacks and a lot of things. So somehow that transparency that we're talking about, to let the customers to understand what is happening with their data. Look, we're going to create products suitable for you and cheaper and very accessible to the entire market. This data will help us to improve our services. So I guess it's a long process, but we will see in times. As I met these days your colleagues working in OMNIASIG for 20 something years, 23, 25, 28, 15, 20, and you already have 5. How do you see your next 20 years in OMNIASIG?
Most probably I will not be here in 20 years. But I think that the company has really good foundations, and this was built for many years already. So I think that the company itself has good foundation to develop further. Of course, it's going to be also dependent on the market itself and how the, let's say, whole legal environments and the economical environment will also change. But I think that the company is having like a strong backbone to bring and to develop, because I think that this is also like a huge advantage of OMNIASIG, is that which as I said, like COVID proved, that the pandemic time, that we can adapt as a company. So we are not like very much, I would say, rigid company which will not move by 1 centimeter just to let's say improve. No, we are seeing, let's say, how we can improve. That's why the Vinci strategy was also set up, because we are seeing that the let's say the world is changing. We are changing as a people. Our employees are changing. Our clients are changing. So we need to also change in order to kind of fulfill the expectations each single stakeholders which we are having. So I think that I'm not afraid about OMNIASIG and its future, because I think it's in the good hands, and I think we are also seeing that we are, as you said, like we are having a lot of people who are with us many years, but we are also like attracting new people, younger people who are like also eager to be part of our organization, and I think that they are also like fitting well within our teams.
This will be interesting, because this is a financial system, and that will improve year by year regarding the new technologies, new digital ways, and the new approach, and how the market is changing, and the newcomers, the new younger colleagues that will come this company also, I think they will understand that this is a financial institution at the end of the day, and it's really important to be part in creating a longer, stronger strategy for an insured market. For at the end of the day is our country, and to insure a country can be a privilege.
Yeah, I think that at the same time I think that what could be also like very much somehow, let's call it attractive for the newcomers, is that, look, from the, I would say, concept perspective, insurance industry is really something which is actually very needed within our society and so on. Because this is something that's okay. Maybe in some situations we are lacking the trust from the clients, but at the same time, there are many situations in which, let's say, insurance products saved lives, saved like people from going bankrupt and so on. So there are a lot of things, and this is like some kind of also, I would say, okay, like a mission also to support, let's say, the clients within their lives, and to somehow secure and save whatever they are seeing as their value. And I think that this is also, especially if we connect this also with the ESG like approach, with the social part. Insurance industry is need to be present, because we are like some kind of a, as you said, like a pillow which can help you in those, let's say, hard times when something bad will happen for you. So I think that this is also like a kind of a benefit. I don't think that it was so much, I would say, highlighted in the past, but I think that especially right now with the ESG, this could be also one of the, I would say, statements which kind of a market can make to the clients and potentially also new employees.
Well, that's great, because with people like you and your colleagues from OMNIASIG that we've already met and we've seen them online, I guess the market can grow stronger, and we'll have a very well insured country, businesses, households, cars on the street, and to be a much healthy and safety environment for all. Thank you for having this conversation. It was a pleasure, and good luck through the new objectives in this strategy Vinci, and not only on this.
Thank you very much for the discussion. It was a pleasure to meet you and talk.